Welcome back to the podcast. Ken, you look like a yoga guru.
Huh?
You look like a yogi.
Why do you always have to say I look like something?
Because you
yoga
do.
pants on.
You do. It's the pants, it's the hair, it's the top, it's everything.
We all have yoga pants on.
Yeah, so do you.
These aren't yoga pants. These are lifting pants. We already talked about this. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could be like a yoga instructor in these. But are you eating on the podcast?
Yeah.
How dare you?
I'm starving.
Yeah, this is an ASMR channel.
I need lunch.
Me
We're
too.
filming this right in the peak of lunch.
I need lunch.
Are you
too.
hungry?
Yeah.
You guys want to do a mukbang
Well,
or just eat while we talk?
Yeah.
Well,
I think people would hate that.
I bought an extra chicken sandwich if you want it.
From where?
Where do you think?
The one that I picked out?
Yeah.
Why did you bring two?
Because I was going to eat two, but you can have it if you want.
Jesus.
If you want the second one, you can have it.
You can.
I can order something.
You two
Is
fight
there
for
chicken
it.
left over from last night?
I don't know.
Or did Tubby
Yeah,
eat it?
no, there is.
Oh my god.
There
That's
is.
that's just banter me and Jesse have going on. Okay, you wouldn't get it because he's not your best friend. He's mine.
Okay. What do you guys talk about as best friends?
Do you have friends?
Do I have friends? No. My friend is my laptop.
Cory's sitting there like,
Cory could be like a human laptop. He's smart enough.
How is Cory not considered your friend?
I'm kidding.
He's joking, Mom.
God. Mom, you do not
You
understand
lampshade.
jokes or sarcasm.
I'm just really in a roasting mood today.
No, don't roast me. Roast
Why?
them.
Mom's sensitive.
Because I'll probably cry.
From now on, when we say a joke, we'll give you a warning.
No, I don't
If I
want.
say that was a joke.
Well, then whatever.
This isn't like a good thing, but I think I used to be way meaner to you, and you could take it all.
No, you weren't mean like that. You weren't mean in a roasting way.
Yeah, but I was.
You weren't mean in a roasting way. You were more like, I don't know. You, as a kid, I don't really think kids even realize
Listen,
what
it
they're
was all
doing when they're
coming from a
mean.
place of wanting attention.
Sometimes we're
Yeah, but
just
I don't think
in
you
a
were mean to
roasting
me.
sibling mood, you know?
What do you think's the meanest roast that you each given each other?
I don't
Said some
know.
horrible things to each other.
I don't know. You can dig pretty deep if you want to.
Claudia, no one.
I don't
Sometimes
roast.
The things Claudia says to Jesse literally crack me up. She's the roast queen.
I
She
am.
really is. Like that.
What if he
that's the
fires
thing,
back?
Is when you roast
Oh, I'll get him
me-
back 10 times worse. He
See,
can
that's the thing. I
try.
feel like there's a roast imbalance here between you two and Jesse and I, in a sense.
No,
It's just things come to my brain when someone's pissing me off, and I just spit them out.
and they're always funny.
Like my best roast was in my opinion, was in one of the vlogs where I said,
Oh, yeah.
you look like an ad from Invisalign, except you're the before." That is so good. Where did I
Yeah.
come up with that?
No, you two are good at roasting, particularly when we film the vlogs for some reason. Like when we
Listen.
had that wine, we went to the wine thing and you did the roasting battle.
We both have that inside of us.
From Dad.
Yeah, it's definitely from Dad, ready to go at all times.
I was always the more serious
Oh,
one.
you know what crazy roast
Yeah,
battle?
Mom never really
That's
had
because
much of a
he-
sense of humor.
Oh, he was so sarcastic all the time that it became too hurtful. I couldn't handle it anymore. I didn't
Well,
like it. I don't like sarcasm
I don't really
like
love
that.
sarcasm that much, but
Well, that's kind of like sarcasm. Roasting kind of is.
roasting really isn't sarcasm.
Well,
you
it's
versus
just
dad
straight up
roast
mean.
battle. That would
Huh?
be insane.
Oh, no thanks.
The girls would train you
Mom
beforehand.
can't insult.
I can't.
People.
I'm
She's
not like
good at
that.
insulting people.
No,
Not like I can't take it and I can't dish it. I don't like
She
it.
needs like
I
pre-written.
can take it. That's the thing.
I can take it too.
Someone can say
Sometimes.
as much as they want to me, and I'll literally debunk every single thing they say.
I would just,
You'll debunk it.
I would
Either
just
that
start
or I'll agree
crying.
with it.
Debunk it. She'll just double down twice as hard until you f***ing crumble.
Yeah.
Growing up with an older sister, you have to be able to take things and also dish it. Now,
Yeah, Mom, you didn't have an older sister. That's why.
No, we just weren't like that to each other. We weren't.
Oh, you weren't like how they are.
but I
Oh,
feel like,
no.
I feel like that's because
I feel like
of
it
how
comes
close
with
we are.
Yeah, it comes with closeness. Like if you can,
Same
like,
with us. Like
Yeah.
I act that way with everyone, even my friends, where it's like it's not coming from a place of like I actually want you to feel bad about yourself. It's joking about things. Like if
Yeah,
you
it's
can't-
probably when you're more comfortable with the person you're
yeah,
willing to
and I like when
fuck with
people do
more.
it to me too. Like it's just kind of like banter.
Well,
Yeah.
growing up, my sister and I were really, really close. So, and we never did that to each other.
It's just different personality, I guess.
I guess at some point we just wouldn't do it.
Pop wouldn't roast you guys.
No,
Would you roast your kids? Like when you have kids?
no.
Maybe like in like a harmless, like what are you wearing, buddy?
Yeah, I've seen
Type of
parents do it, and I
way.
think it's funny. It's when the
It's
kid
not
like,
funny.
Well, when you're not like bullying your kid.
Yeah, we're not
It
saying
depends on
roasting
how
is
you
like
say
a
it.
fun, playful.
No, you don't understand.
It's
if
not
a parent,
picking at insecurities.
If
It's,
a parent does
Exactly.
that, right?
What up,
So
bro?
then it depends on
There's
what it
certain
is.
things that you can roast people about. I mean, listen, Claudia's roasted me about everything under the sun.
And look how it damaged you. Like a while
damage
ago.
her. What the are you talking about?
That wasn't a roast. That was
how
the
it
truth.
Oh, that was funny though.
No,
She's not
because she says
damaged from
she
me.
says that from the two of you, how you guys used to pick on her.
but
She's
We
not damaged.
molded her into
Yeah,
who
we
she
molded her into the
is.
human she is today.
Also, when
Well,
you have
I don't-
siblings, that's just like
Yeah.
that you're signing
No,
up for
okay,
that.
listen to this. I went to the pottery painting place yesterday with Scarlett, and there was a boy and a girl. The boy looked like maybe 19, and the girl looked a little bit younger than him, but could have been the same age. And I was trying to figure out, they were sitting really close to us. So I was trying to figure out if they were like on a date or if they were siblings. And he was being so nice to her and so like not sarcastic, not like brotherly, that I was like, oh, I think they are on a date. And then towards the end, they started saying like mom, dad, grandma. So I was like, okay, they're totally siblings. But I was like, he was being so nice to her, and he looked like one of those typical like lacrosse boys that would come up to Jesse or something, and like, I don't know, but just to see him being so respectful to his little sister, and they both
That's awesome.
were making gifts for their family, I think. I was just like, that's so sweet.
That's so. It's
They're
awesome.
just
I love
raised
that.
well.
Because they were younger too. Like she was maybe like 15.
Why'd you look at mom when you said that?
I know. I
We were
wasn't-
raised well. We
No,
were
I
raised
wasn't
to be.
saying that. I was just
We
saying
came
they were
out-
raised
let-
well.
let
I
me
wasn't
tell
saying
you
that we
something.
No,
weren't.
like, can I just say something real quick? We came out the best we could.
Considering
With the
Given
father
the
we had.
circumstances, that and the fact that we literally lived in the shameless house, like you don't grow up being nice and respectful when you come from where we did.
Also, our high school was like.
We are nice.
That's
We
not
are nice
true,
and
Claudia.
respectful.
I mean, just to each other. Like I feel like I don't know.
Well, I think that's the thing, because people always pick on or talk about the way that we treat each other. But it's like, first of all, none of your business. Second of all, you don't understand our sibling relationship. Like that is literally, we've always been like that. And it's always been, I understand from how an outside perspective, seeing some of the things we say to each other.
I
you'd be
know,
like,
it sounds mean.
if you weren't that way with your siblings, but like we are so close, and that is
I think that all the
normal.
things we probably said that got like cut out of
I
it.
mean,
Oh my God,
honestly,
the
like,
internet has not seen.
no, but honestly, when you guys do that with each other, like it makes me feel bad to a point, but then I'm like, oh, they understand each other. But if I get into that mix and I become one of those people that you're doing that to, that's where I'm like, absolutely not, because I
can't
Well,
can't.
no one really digs into you, mom. No one really roasts you like that. Once in
yeah,
a while,
not-
like a surface level one.
Yeah, I've just, as I've gotten older, I think each year I get older, I get a little more sensitive
Yeah.
along the way. So be careful,
We know.
Careful.
Trust
you
me.
guys.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. Like you probably couldn't roast grandma. Should
No way.
No.
should probably.
Oh my God,
break
no
into
way.
tears.
I hope
And I would never.
I hope I go the opposite way as I get older. I care less and less. I get less sensitive.
I don't think so.
But when it comes to like us roasting each other, this is the thing. All three of us know that we love each other and respect each other because we tell each other that all the time. So when you have that mutual understanding, roast like that, it doesn't feel like anything deeper. It's just like, oh, I'm with you.
Yeah, it's just like a game.
Yeah, it's like a game. Yeah, it's fun.
and funny.
No game I want to
Yeah,
play.
hilarious. Sometimes Claudia will insult me and it digs deep, and I'm like, that was funny. I can't even be mad.
Really? What do I say? I can't even think of anything right now.
Mom, sometimes you roast people without knowing you're doing it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You're just trying to be serious, but you're actually
You just
roasting
told Kenny
someone.
that's why you came out so damaged.
do it all the
Just call me
time.
damaged.
I was only saying that because she says what a hard time she had growing up because of you too.
Well,
That's all it was.
It's not like they made my childhood bad or anything. It was just like I was always left out and always wanted their attention, and that's why I still do that today. But
Well, I mean, you said a couple times that it really upset you that you would be ignored or that you'd
yeah,
be like,
but what kid, especially what youngest kid, doesn't get ignored sometimes?
or picked on.
Yeah, Jesse got picked on too.
Yeah, and
as
that's
a
why
kid.
me and him bond, because we both had
You're both little
we both
attention
had a
seekers.
Claudia.
Little attention.
Someone commented on one of Claudia's TikToks, like, I love how Kennedy and Jesse are like two clowns trying to entertain you. I was like, that's literally so true. Anything she says goes. If we want to do something and she doesn't, we won't do it. Like, you are literally the matriarch of this
mom.
house.
Yeah.
She's the queen and you guys are the what are they, the jokers?
And that's how it was growing up.
Jokers, yeah.
That's literally how
They
it was growing
hired to
up.
bring in.
That's interesting. That I wonder if that's a younger sibling thing.
It totally is.
You think?
It is.
Wanting attention, yeah.
Huh.
And doing things to get your siblings to laugh.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the middle child?
I
thing?
remember for like
Independent, the one that
Yeah,
gets left out.
Oh.
the firstborn is like the logical problem solver. The middle child is like, I don't think middle child's left out. It's like an independent for sure.
Yeah, because they get left out. Because there's a youngest and an oldest.
We're
Brandon
left
is the
out,
only
though.
boy and he's the oldest. You were the young, like the baby of the family. So I was just like,
Yeah,
You're
once-
saying left out of from the
once
parents?
I got old enough.
yeah, just like in
No,
general.
that wasn't the case
Once I got
in
old
this.
enough,
You weren't left out of
being the
anything.
baby and getting all the attention didn't mean anything. I just had no friends and no life, and mom didn't care about me anymore. Just kidding. But you didn't in the same way.
So that was a roast, Mom.
I know.
That was not a roast.
Fire back.
No, it wasn't. That was
Kinda.
not a roast.
Subtle roast.
And who
No,
was that a roast
sorry.
for? I literally said she didn't pay attention to me.
I did.
You
I
got
paid
the most attention.
Oh my lord! I paid attention to all of you, like every single one of you. You each had different things. Each one of you got attention. Like I don't even understand that. When I think of that, I literally don't even understand that. Like
don't know.
I couldn't stay away from any of you. I had my thing with you. I had my thing with her. Like I would tickle and play and
No, I don't mean as
chase
little
and-
kids. It's like more as growing up.
even I will repeat this again. You literally did not. If any of you did not want to be bothered, I would back off. And you got to this point where you didn't want to be bothered. You were doing your own little thing, and
I only ever
don't
remember,
yawn to that.
I only ever remember
tired.
feeling that way when you'd be spending time with your boyfriends and I would be pissed off in my room.
I think I just got in trouble a lot, so that's why I wanted to be left alone.
Right. So you wanted to be left alone.
You absolutely wanted to be left alone.
Yeah.
You were
So
a
if I would
typical
have,
teenager.
if I would have not left you alone, then I would have been
Because I
a
was always
nagging
getting,
mom.
she would always just open the door and be like, get off your phone and go to bed. I'm like, why? That's why I wanted to be left alone, because I just wanted to do what I wanted.
I also
yeah,
think we're
that's
all
what I'm
pretty
saying.
introverted.
And no one
Yeah,
else
we all-
got.
we
I was the
absolutely
only
are.
one that ever got in trouble. Brandon never got in trouble. He threw his friend into a f***ing wall in the house, and he
That was
still barely
Cory.
got in trouble.
That was Corey's fault.
Corey and Nick threw each other into a wall in the house.
Corey, we had a party.
and I was willing to take the blame
yes,
for you.
You've definitely told it before.
Well, we had a
I
party
said
when I was in
you
high
were
school.
so worried that I was like, I'll just say it was my fault, and then I rolled down the steps and hit into the wall.
How long did that last?
I didn't end up saying it. I don't know if he
I just
like.
told Mom the truth.
Yeah, the truth is always better.
Well, the truth is that you were really dumb for thinking, oh, let's have a party when my mom gets back at midnight. Like you
Hey,
knew she was
you
coming
know what my
home.
mindset
can't
was?
even believe
I
you
was a
did-
f***ing dork all through middle
you
school.
thought, let's have a
all through high
townhouse
school,
party
and
in
then I
our
was finally
tiny ass house.
Oh, I can have parties. And you were gone, so I was like, I'm going to do it.
I think if you would have just
It was
said,
Kind of
actually
out
the
of my character, though.
Dumbest plan ever.
yeah, but if you would have said, can I have a
Truly.
few friends over, I probably would have said yes. And then if you would have just expanded it to like more than a few, then it would have just been that. But at least I would have known.
I don't even know.
Party. It was like 8
It was like 10 people, maybe.
It was like 10
8
For
people.
us,
Like 5
for
Enough-
Cory and I at that time, that was a rager.
Enough to crack through one of the
But listen to
walls.
this. The first time that oh god, we were talking about like drinking and weed stories. This was actually a funny one. I was at Cory's house, and we were in probably 10th grade or something, and we were like we drank and smoked that night, and we had like cans of beer in his like basement, and I think we like threw them out in your
It
backyard.
was because
Oh, I
my
kinda
brother and
remember
his friend
this.
were over, and he wanted to be cool and smoke and drink with us.
Oh,
and then he
yeah.
was like, "Hey, let's just take the cans and throw them into the backyard." I was like, "You shouldn't be doing that."
Yeah, and that was the first time I ever really like drank or smoked, and I did it at the same time, and I was really f***ed up. But the next morning, his mom comes like banging on the door, and
Wait,
like,
you mean empty cans?
yeah,
Oh my god, like it's a trash can back there?
That
The
was
hell?
truly so dumb.
That's
his
pretty
mom was
dumb.
cool though. I don't remember if she told you or not. She might have. I can't remember. But yeah, I don't know why I hid things from you though, because you were fine with most things.
Yeah, I probably
I
would have been like,
I hid.
Is that me?
I hid
just
that
got
I
in
had weed
trouble.
from you.
well, that's because you did really weird, sneaky things.
Well, I did them sticky because you told me I couldn't, and I wanted to anyway.
But if you would have just come to me and just been like, blah blah, I
I
would have
did.
said,
You said no. You are not leaving this person's
well, I
house, and
didn't
if you do,
like
you're in
you
trouble.
hanging out with people who are guys who are older than you like that.
they were still in high school.
I
went to a-
somewhere college. I thought.
No.
Mom
I
was
thought you went to a
valid.
college
What
party.
is it with high school girls
worried
wanting to
me.
hang out with like older guys in their 20s? Because when I was younger,
What's with older guys in their 20s wanting to hang
what's
out
wrong
with
with
high school
them?
girls?
no, exactly. The only benefit is
'Cause
I
they
knew
can't get
I know a
ones their
few girls
age.
who were dating. They were only 17 or 18 in high school, and they were dating like 23, 24, 25-year-olds, and then those guys would buy us alcohol.
Yeah.
When
I always
was a
hung out
kid.
with older
like we would
guys,
get the
so-
alcohol through our friend's older boyfriend. I was like, this
Yeah.
is really now that
God,
I
I
think about
remember when we were younger, we would have to stand on the side of the liquor store, and we would wait for when we didn't know anybody old enough, and we would wait for like a cool looking stranger, and then one of us would have to go up and be like, "Hey, can you go buy us alcohol?" Just like in like
I would never
That
do
is
that.
so
and they did
ballsy.
it for us.
I can't believe they would do it because what
Yeah.
if one of the kids got alcohol poisoning? and
Well, I
died?
don't think they cared back then,
Back
and
then was
also
different,
that
yeah.
was before like the cops started cracking down on like underage drinking and stuff. Like it wasn't a
Have
big
you seen
thing.
that movie Mama or something?
I think it's Ma.
Ma. Yeah, so she like in the movie she buys alcohol for the kids and like becomes their friend. It's kind of like a horror movie though.
Oh,
That's weird.
That's why I
She
wouldn't see
basically
it.
wants to get revenge on they're all the children of the kids who bullied her in high school. So she like gives them a place to safely drink and party in her basement, and then I haven't seen the full movie, but I'm pretty sure she just like goes crazy and starts trying
It gets
to kill them all.
it gets crazy towards the end.
Sounds good.
You should. Oh, you would love that movie. that's up your alley.
Perfect amount of like
Yeah.
cheesy.
Oh, Claudia would like it. You should watch that tonight. It's a good movie.
Sounds like a good idea. Might have to do that.
Yeah. Oh, Kate got me a Switch
Oh,
for
really?
my birthday, so we've been playing it. This
What's
game.
in your hair?
Nothing.
Oh, it's just a little fuzz thing.
He said nothing.
What is in my hair?
It's just a little white fuzz
That's
thing.
somebody who's
Thread.
hiding bugs in
Yeah,
your head.
I was
Almost,
at
you
Kate's
almost
house
got
and I
it.
haven't had time to like wash my face or anything.
Yeah, so Brandon,
That sounded
you guys
guilty.
got Switch,
Nothing.
and now
Just
we
like
have
what?
four. But now we can all play together.
Yeah,
You
but
can
we've
come
been
over.
playing It Takes Two or something.
Oh yeah,
Really good game.
I was
Well
I
made.
was in the bathroom and I look out the bathroom door and Dakota's like flying with both arms like this.
With
I
the
said, "What are you
controllers in her
doing?"
hands.
She's using the Nintendo to the Switch to like play this like game that you can only play like one per person.
Yeah.
And you need both. Well, you can play two, but that each person needs two joysticks.
yeah.
So she's like, I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm flying."
Well, you know when
and
the
I look
Wii,
at the TV,
remember
Mario's
the
like
Wii
flying.
when that first came out? Like kids wouldn't put the straps on the wrist, so the
Yeah.
Wii remote would go through the TV.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
always use it.
The Wii was so much fun when that came out. I
It
guess-
was only so much fun because we were kids and that was the first thing.
Yeah.
like
Also,
that.
it was the first thing. Yeah, the motion control thing where you could
Yeah.
like put things in your hands and swing them around. So
It's
like the
probably
bowling
really
and the
boring
tennis.
now.
It is.
Oh yeah, it probably looks like.
Yeah, it
Oh,
looks like
I
shit.
saw the Wii. I forget where I saw it. Like, but I saw what it used to look. You know when you play something that you played when you were a kid, and you're like, wow, that really looks terrible.
Yeah.
Because now you have a comparison to these
Yeah,
like super
like
high
Atari.
quality games and shows and stuff.
You guys would look at
It's
Atari
insane.
like it was like,
Or, like,
what the hell?
Nintendo 64 when you had to like take the huge cartridge and blow it off. And now the thing you put in the Switch is like a little SD card
Yeah.
where you can just download it. That's
Yeah.
insane. I used to blow that thing off. Like we had a Nintendo 64 and I would sit there for like 30 minutes trying
Yeah, but
to
how
get
about
it
the
to work.
CDs or the like DVDs and CD games? I remember Michael
Yeah,
would
and,
take
like-
baby wipes and scrub them, and he claimed that it would like fix them.
Yeah.
And it like didn't. They were scratched, and actually sometimes I think it did work.
Yeah, they would get fucked up, like the Xbox ones and stuff. I don't know.
So how do you guys feel about the aliens coming?
Oh my God, can we not?
Oh, the drones.
I do not want to talk about the f***ing drones.
I saw them.
No, you didn't. They're not here yet.
Just like-
Actually,
They're not
guys,
here yet.
I'm just gonna throw it out there real quick. I didn't want to tell anybody about this. I've been abducted by aliens before, and I've had stuff put in my butt.
Brandon.
Brandon,
I'm glad you just went on record saying that you just have
put stuff in your butt.
No, I didn't. The aliens did.
No, you did.
And
The aliens
you're
did.
looking like you enjoyed it.
Did someone named Alien do it?
No, they had no name. They were speaking a different language,
Oh,
Ooh,
so that
something
happened when you were
happened
in
to you.
another country.
and I was out of it. I don't exactly remember.
Why
but-
would you admit to that?
What? That I was abducted by aliens.
Whatever joke you're trying to make right now, it's being
You're
twisted.
Yeah, you're
How about the fact
incriminating
that there's
yourself.
so many actual stories about that, though? Not about that butt stuff, but them
It's
being
probably
taken.
made up.
Would it be that
what
bad
do
to
you
get
mean?
abducted by aliens though if they return you?
I could make it up. I could literally say, "Oh, I saw a drone and a little green thing came out of it."
If you're gonna get something put in your butt, it might as well be from an alien. You know?
I just think the thing with the drones is like, there's so much that goes on that we don't see and don't know about.
Really, I
like,
just see that and I'm like,
if they wanted us to know, we would know, and if they don't, we're never gonna know. And that's just it.
Truly, like, what is that going to do for my day? Looking about how there's drones flying around the world.
It's not around the world, but
Wherever
New
they
Jersey. They're probably testing something.
Drones are crazy. Have you seen the drone
are. They're probably
swarms?
testing a new type of Amazon delivery service.
I mean, they are going to get drones eventually. They will. Imagine just seeing a drone come and just drop a package right on your porch and go
That would
zip
suck
away.
because then who would take the delivery cart treats?
Yeah, the drone can't eat that.
Yeah, the drone wouldn't want it. Yeah, you're gonna have to give those up. Have you seen the drone swarms though? There's like hundreds of drones and they all like go in sync and make like patterns and stuff.
oh yeah,
It's
like
insane.
oh,
Yeah, I've
that's what
seen
they do
that.
for like
They do,
New
like,
Year's
shows
in
and
like
things.
Japan.
Or they have drone races.
France,
So
yeah.
you put a thing, you put like a headset on, and then you fly the drone, and it's going like it goes around like courses and stuff, and people race
Yeah.
them. That's
That's
crazy.
cool. They use them instead of like fireworks too.
Yeah, with like for light shows. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so
I
cool.
like it instead of fireworks. They
Me
should do
too.
that everywhere.
It's neat.
Yeah,
Fireworks
And
are
it's less-
one, dangerous, two, animals hate them.
Yeah, and the environment. It's not.
They
good
start
for it.
fires.
Do you remember the one 4th of July? This is when Claudia's with her ex-boyfriend. And we were celebrating 4th of July at someone's house. And they were
Yeah,
doing,
and
like-
the fireworks.
No. Let me tell the story. And we were
Jesus.
watching fireworks. And it was like in someone's backyard. And they had set the firework up on the grass. And it was like a
Oh,
shooting
God.
one. And as soon as they walked away, it falls over. This isn't funny. It starts shooting at a little kid.
No, it shot at all of us. Like
Yeah,
we
but
were
it,
all
like,
running, and
big
it's like
one?
It like hit
it's
a little
like
kid.
popping off at our feet, like, every
sideways.
direction.
Wait, when
It
did
was
this
like-
happen?
And little boy's
I
like
think you were there.
screaming.
You were there.
He wasn't there.
No, I remember he was there that year.
No, but I
might not
remember
have been
one
there,
time we
but-
went to Claudia's friend's house who had like a big yard.
Yeah.
And-
That's probably what it was.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
They gave us f***ing, bottle
the-
rockets.
yeah.
And we had like trash cans as shields, and we were lighting the Roman candles, and we were lighting them at each
That's
other, and they would shoot
ridiculous.
at each other.
That's,
If this hits somebody in the face, they're gonna like lose their face.
they were doing that in the court where we live a year or so ago in Dakota, Iowa. With what's that noise? We look out the window and we see the same thing happen. Somebody was shooting off a firework and it went the wrong way and it went under all the cars. Like they could have really
Fireworks
damaged one of the
They're
cars.
so stupidly dangerous for no reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kate was telling me people like blow their hands off and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for
Or
what?
face.
For literally what? Like something like light in the sky that looks the same every time you see them.
People just like explosions for some reason.
How do you have something new in your hair now?
It's the same
Maybe
thing.
Your house is dusty.
No,
It's
now
just
it's a
not coming
sticker.
off.
Sticker.
Yeah.
It's a fuzz.
No, it was a fuzz, and now it's a pink sticker.
No, it's not. Just
Dude,
get
my
it.
Brandon's just so
For him.
roastable.
My stomach is literally like sounds like a monster's trying to
So
get
does
out.
mine.
You can have
I'm
my chicken
so
sandwich.
hungry.
I'll give it to you.
Well, honestly,
you guys can split
the
it.
nice thing to do would have been to ask if we wanted anything from there.
No, I was gonna get a sandwich.
And
for
you know
everyone.
what? This morning, I was actually thinking about
I-
the wrap I had from there the other day.
Here's why I didn't do it. I should have asked, but the reason I didn't is because you guys normally eat before I come
Right,
here.
that's what I was gonna say.
So I was
Actually,
gonna get
never
3
do.
sandwiches.
Usually they have food already.
I should have got more.
Don't
But
assume.
I also didn't know exactly what the sandwich was. I just called the guy and was like, "Hey, what's that chicken sandwich you guys
The
have that's
Cajun
popular?"
chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I didn't.
They
so-
have a wrap called pepper spray wrap. That's like pepper turkey, pepper jack cheese, peppers on it, like
Pepper
everything
parm.
Pepper. It was
Pepper
really good.
spray.
It's pepper spray.
That place is so
That's a
crowded.
weird name.
Like every bougie person that lives in this area goes there to get.
Yeah,
lunch.
and they're good. Listen, you wanted to
like
hate on
petting
it,
me?
but you just
I never
haven't tried
hated on it. No, I eat their power turkey wrap.
Yes,
or
but you
whatever
never
the-
tried
Last year, I
anything
think.
else there, and that's why you didn't
Yeah, I
want to
know.
go.
The chicken sandwich is
You
the
have
best.
to try all
The
of their
bread is
hot
good.
sandwiches and things.
Yeah, that's a good place.
And you didn't bring fucking what's it called, cookies,
What?
Heath Bar cookies from there.
No, I found the best cookies. Kate
From
and I
there?
did. No, you go to Whole Foods and there's
Oh.
these like brown sugar chocolate chip cookies
I've
that you
had
bake.
those.
Holy,
Oh, I haven't had
Their
to make.
opinion on anything because I've had those and they're okay.
What do you mean? You have a up taste
No,
palate.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I am just
you have an
picky.
immature young taste palate.
Oh, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it because you know that's
It's
not
okay.
true.
Maybe when you're 30,
No.
you'll develop
Here's
your
the
taste
thing.
a little bit better.
I have a highly sensitive palate when
Stomach.
it comes to sweets because I bake
Oh, she's getting out of her seat.
and I've
Here we
seen.
go.
I didn't dingbat.
Oh my god, yeah. Do you ever think like when you're watching reality TV shows, God, I could not be on that. They would see the worst, most ugliest side of me.
Yeah, and they can use anything.
Because you know they manipulate you. It would work on me.
You think?
I would be aware of it, but it would still work because my tolerance for people annoying me, my threshold is so low. Like, especially if I'm in a mood that day, if I haven't slept enough, like, yeah, I will fucking bite.
What would it take for you to go on a reality show?
Nothing.
Like, what would they have
Nothing would get me
to?
there.
If somebody was like, we'll give you 100 million, and you'll have to film for a week.
What do I have to do?
I mean, it's like it's like
If it's like-
Bachelorette or something.
If I could like,
Bachelorette.
Yeah, I would just filter myself.
I would do it. Bachelorette, I would do it.
Hear that if there's any producers listening,
She-
100
No,
mil.
not Bachelorette. Oh wait.
Yeah. Bachelorette, you would be the only
They
girl.
would not want me for
Dude,
the
seeing Kennedy
Bachelorette.
on a reality
no,
show
I
like
don't.
that would be
She'd be
so.
she's the Bachelorette
It would
with
be
all those
so
guys.
entertaining.
No, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I
She'd
couldn't do
literally
that.
be grossed out by every
I
single
would.
one.
But that's why it would be entertaining. It would be like so unlike
Actually,
how the show
it
normally
would be-
is.
Wouldn't be,
no,
people would be so mean. They'd be like, "This girl clearly does not like any of these
No,
men.
it has
Why
to
is
be
she on
special edition Bachelorette because you know
Yeah.
how they're usually like liking the guys and trying to find someone.
I don't think I would like them either, honestly.
how much she doesn't
I
like
don't-
them.
I watch these shows and I'm like, how is this girl attracted to him? Every time it's like I can see how he's attracted to the girl because she's, well, normally they're like these beautiful, intelligent, like very likable people. Granted, there's always a couple that, you know, the world doesn't like. But when I'm watching like Too Hot to Handle or Love Island, I'm like, genuinely, how does this woman have feelings for this man?
Do you think they find people who are like in desperation mode?
Yes,
like they
of
need somebody
course.
now, so they're willing to like
Or
compromise for
it's
anything.
that, or they just want to get on television and get
No,
seen.
I think that when they go on these shows, you're living in this little bubble of what this show is. So obviously, it's like if you were the last 10 people on Earth,
yep.
you're gonna find someone
Your
out of
reality
that
gets
10.
distorted.
True.
It's as if they're the only people
Yeah,
that
I don't
exist.
that's why when they get out of it, like a lot of them don't end up staying together because they get back to reality and they're like,
Yeah.
this doesn't work in the real world for us.
It's literally like they create a society within the world.
Dude,
where, like,
those shows are so like.
it's really up.
What is it? Was it Love Island is the one that went like viral this year with like Rob and all of them on it.
I have to admit,
The end of that.
that's entertaining.
No,
I
it's
watched
so
it.
good. I loved it. But like
I
the
didn't
end of
finish
it
it,
was so when they did movie night and basically showed all of the things that people said about each other.
The footage that got cut.
Yes, and I was literally like, not even footage that got cut, footage that
Just
they didn't see.
Yeah, that's
Other
up.
So like
people.
we're seeing it and they don't know. Like
Right.
it's basically like as if somebody exposed everything you've ever said about anyone in your life behind closed doors.
That's what I'm saying. But people who are agreeing to go on that show,
Know
I
that this is
truly
gonna
believe
happen.
anyone who goes on a show like that, maybe there's a part of you that's actually looking for love, but you want attention. Like you will go on those shows, you're hoping that you get social
I
media.
mean, it
famous.
works. I remember when the one with Harry Jowsey or whatever the hell his name is. I remember when that one came out. I watched it by myself. I don't know why, but I did.
That's shocking.
Probably because they promoted the shit out
Probably
of it or
because you
something.
were single.
I was single, I think. Maybe. I guess you probably are more likely to watch it when you're single.
Men don't take a good enough. Well, I guess that not all men. There are men that take good care of their hair, but like Brandon,
I don't like the look of
I
a
like-
man with a ponytail.
I like Brandon
definitely
with
not
long
a
hair.
low ponytail. Man bun's one thing. Low
I
ponytail.
don't
I like
man
Brandon
bun.
like
I
that.
don't like man bun.
I like
either.
you in
Low
any
ponytail
style.
on a guy
I
can
think
make you look a
Brandon
little dirty.
always looks. Listen, it's not always about what makes you look better, but I do think you look way better with either medium or shorter hair.
That's hard
I
to
think
maintain,
medium
though.
looks good. You just when you get a haircut next, you don't need to go all crazy. Just say I want like a little tiny trim.
You need to do
What about
self-care
extensions?
things. You need to take care of yourself.
I do. Every time I come
like
to these
him
podcasts,
like this.
I'm coming from like Kate's or something, and I have no time to
Right.
prepare.
Well, what do you expect?
Get it together.
If you show up looking like that, you should have a overnight bag for when you go to your
Yeah,
girlfriend's.
why do you
Next
not have
time
an
I'll put
overnight
next time
bag?
I'll put my foundation
she
and my
doesn't give you a
blush and
drawer?
my eyeliner
Do you
on,
need
and then maybe I'll fit in with you guys.
Do you need
Brandon,
a
it's
freaking?
okay.
Do you need a freaking what's it called bag? A little
beauty bag?
toiletry bag to take with you?
I mean, maybe I'll pull from your 1,000 pieces of
Oh yeah, I'll
merch or whatever they
put
send
you
you.
one together. That's what you're gonna get for Christmas now.
Me and Claudia got. Do you know who Pookie and Jet are?
No idea. Pookie, isn't that a type of like food?
Pookie's looking absolutely fire tonight.
Pookie's looking absolutely fire. You don't know who that is? He doesn't
Pookie.
know. He
I
doesn't
literally
watch
love
anything.
them.
Oh, I know the country couple. Kate showed me them a while
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah. Well, they're not country, but
Maybe a little
they
southern.
came, out,
Conspiracy
they
theory.
came out with merch like crew necks that say Pookie on them in like a collegiate font. And it is literally the best merch that I've
Yeah, they're
ever.
so comfortable.
It reminds me of the first round of merch that we did for me. You know, we like wanted the crew necks to be like thin and like
You bought
flimsy. Claudia got them. I was gonna get it myself, but she got one for me. But it's like it's literally like the nicest crew neck that I've ever gotten, where it's just like the perfect amount of thin, flimsy material.
Well,
And you can tell they just like
what are you gonna do with your crew neck if Pookie and her husband get divorced?
They're not going to.
they're not going to. They just had a f***ing baby. Why would you say that?
I'm just saying it's possible.
They're not.
No.
They have
They're
little,
not. They've been together for 10 years.
little baby Paloma.
Yeah, right after the baby comes the divorce story arc
Brandon,
of American
You
couples.
say this the most like
Asinine thing.
Because you're
Yeah.
just thinking about it and it's crushing you.
He know that. I know the tone of voice
Would
when
you
he's
cry?
saying things that just
and
be
it makes
stupid.
you want to go.
Well,
if Pookie got divorced, would you cry?
I'm not going to say that everybody gets divorced after kids, but a lot do.
There you
Well,
go.
if you have the
Life
red
gets
flags
harder.
beforehand, then yeah, those red flags are gonna set on fire
No,
after
I
babies.
don't believe that they're gonna get divorced. Literally ever. That man is obsessed with her.
Did they name
Yeah,
their baby
truly.
Pookie Jr.?
She's baby Pookie,
Really?
little baby Pookie, baby princess.
What if they have
Pookie.
another one? Are they gonna have two baby Pookies?
I guess so.
Pookie Jr.
Pookie Jr. Pookie the
Wanted
third.
Pookie too.
Okay, let's answer this question. Hi guys, my name is Jillian. I just turned 29 living in Hollywood. I'd love your advice on a situation with a close friend of 3 years. For my recent birthday, I invited my friend and his boyfriend to dinner, but he hesitated, saying he didn't have dinner money. I convinced him that I wanted them there and I would cover their meals without issue. Days later, he texted me about photographers he wants to hire for his boyfriend's upcoming birthday and isn't shy in telling me about all that he's spending on, including renting out a theater, catering, and extravagant gifts. I feel hurt seeing him go all out for this while not even covering his own meal for my small celebration. Am I overreacting, or is this a valid concern about fairness in our friendship? He's currently giving me the silent treatment 5 days now, as I expressed this to him via text. I'm not sure if I'm still invited to his boyfriend's birthday, which is on Christmas Eve in another state. So I'm in limbo about whether to make holiday plans with my family instead. What should I do?
First of all, make holiday plans with your family instead. No one should ever be treating you like a second option. And if they are, listen to them and believe the way that people treat you. It's as simple as that.
Also, that's a very valid feeling. Like he obviously probably knew that you would say that you'll pay for it if he said that. Either that or he didn't want to go and didn't want to
That's
just
what
say
I'm
I didn't want to
thinking.
go.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So he
didn't
just
wanna go.
accepted the fact that you're willing to pay for it, and then obviously he did have the funds because he's using them for his boyfriend's
I feel
party.
like this can be applied to every friendship as like a rule of thumb. If they're making you feel bad in some way, and then if you try to talk to them about it and they give you the silent treatment, like he's telling you exactly how he feels about you and how he feels about your friendship.
No, he doesn't
You need
care.
to take that at face value and then decide, is this friendship worth saving? Do I really care this much to have this person in my life? Or would my life be better without them?
It also just sucks that money becomes such an issue, or it's the start of an argument like that. It really sucks.
But it also makes me think that there's probably other instances of things
Yeah,
like this
definitely.
happening. I doubt this is the first time something like this has happened, because normally people with behavior like this, it happens again and again.
Yep.
But I think like in any situation like this where people are like, this made me feel this way, am I right for feeling this? Of course you are. Everything you feel is valid, but not everything you do is valid.
Simple as that.
Mic drop.
Simple as that. We got another one?
Yeah, I'm working through a few.
It's so funny. I've been, for some reason, Dakota, she says on accident instead of by accident. So I've been correcting her. I'm like, it's not on accident. It's by accident. No. So she just sent me a thing. No, on accident is not.
I hear a lot of
Ask
people.
ChatGPT.
I
I hear a lot
actually
of
looked
people
it
say-
up.
So I'll just say I made oopsies.
I hear a lot of people say on
The
accident.
correct phase is by accident. By accident is the standard and widely accepted expression to meet something happening unintentionally. On accident is commonly used in informal speech, especially in some regions, but it is considered less grammatically standard. So
But still, people can say both.
Do
I
one of
feel
you
like
guys
people
wanna
say
read this?
both.
on accident does not make sense to me.
I did it on
Do you
accident.
want to read this, Claude?
Huh, sure. Why, too long for you?
It is pretty long.
Well, Sham, I have a situation with my boyfriend of 4 years that I need some advice on for
Dump him.
context. For context, we are both 23, have an apartment together and a cat. I got a DM from a girl I knew of in high school but never met. She's notorious for posting provocative pictures online and even used to sell them. My boyfriend also knew of her in high school and has mentioned they've talked before, though I'm not sure to what extent. In the DM, she told me that my boyfriend had viewed her profile and liked one of her provocative Instagram pictures. She even sent me a screenshot of the picture he liked. It was of her in bed with no top on, partially covered by the blankets.
God.
My boyfriend is not following her and the picture is not a
That's even
recent
worse.
post, so he had to search her up to find this picture. I brought it up to my boyfriend and at first he offered to let me check his likes to prove he hasn't been liking inappropriate pictures, but when I told him I had proof, he admitted to liking it, meaning he was going to lie to me if I didn't have proof. He said he went to her profile after seeing she and her boyfriend had broken up and decided to like one of her pictures to get her attention. Oh my God.
That's cheating.
Yeah, literally dope him. This really upset me because I feel like it's completely wrong for him to be thinking. I mean, it's astronomically
cheating.
wrong.
This is cheating.
It's sick. While he's in a relationship with me, I don't understand why he would look for her pictures when he was playing pictures of me. This is kind of
God, that's horrible.
this kind of thing has never happened before, and now I don't know what to do or how to handle it. This is very out of character for him. I'm posted all over his social media accounts, and I've never suspected him hiding something from me. Sorry, this is long. Thank you for your help.
That's really sad, and I'm sorry that you have to deal with that, and you deserve better.
Yeah, because he
That's
obviously
disgusting.
went looking for her photos. He saw they broke. I mean, he admitted it to you. That's all you need to
He
know.
broke the trust that you guys
shit.
have. by
Sorry,
doing that.
Corey.
What
I dropped Corey's
No.
phone.
Wait, so he liked somebody else's
No,
pictures
he
and she found
searched
out?
up a girl who he knows posts provocative photos and
Yeah.
liked one of her photos after he saw that she broke up with her boyfriend. He
Oh.
wanted that girl's attention. He admitted that. So that is cheating. That absolutely classifies.
You got her
as
attention,
cheating.
all right?
Yeah. And I would really, really rethink if you want to give this man any more of your time and your life,
Yeah.
because you don't deserve that.
Take the cat.
Nobody out there deserves to experience something like that from their partner. They should be only focused on you. I mean, that goes without saying.
He
I
just
feel like
doesn't sound like he wants a relationship.
no, he obviously
he's
is like
looking for
looking
something.
for that
And
that
it has
attention.
nothing to do with you.
Right.
It is all him. I
Yeah.
know that's hard to believe, but this is something that he's going through, and it's not about you. But
I feel like
you
people
can do better.
when
You
it,
deserve better.
when it's happening to you, you're like, oh, it's not that bad, and like maybe it's not. Maybe it is normal and this and that, but like no, that's
That's why we're telling you
completely
it's
not
not.
normal. That's really bad.
Yeah, I agree. It shouldn't happen at all.
Again, believe how people are treating you. Believe actions more than words.
God, things have changed so much because when I was younger, we didn't have social media to do that. It's like, how would they do this in that situation?
It's hard to trust people today. It really
back
is.
when, I don't know
But
if it,
thank
because
God
it wasn't
that-
easy.
Thank God the girl DM'd her, or else
Yeah,
she would have
really.
never known.
I
She's a
feel
girl
like
so
girl.
easy.
I feel like nowadays you couldn't get away with anything because it is documented publicly.
Yeah.
That's why it's like when people
Yeah.
do it, I'm like, you are so dumb.
You're dumb.
Not only are you cheating
as
on your partner, but you're
Maybe he
hate,
doesn't
you know what
care
I hate
either.
is I hate that men think that just because a woman posts provocative photos that she's going to be open to doing like whatever the fuck he wants and is not going to go tell his girlfriend if she knows he has one. Like posting those things, and especially if she has like
and they have a history.
if she has like another like you know, what is it, spicy platform that she posts on, like that doesn't mean that that woman is willing to let you do whatever you want and
Yeah,
like
it's-
wants to do things with you sexually. Like that's
His
not what
mindset
that means.
is just really gross, and
He's thinking with his you know what.
yeah, I don't know.
And-
You really have some thinking to do there if this man is worth.
That's just like such a lack of respect.
Yeah, honestly, dump him. Move on. Next. Like that's so sick.
Hello, this is Kiana. So I have a friend, and she's very hands-on. And yes, it is what you're thinking. How do I keep the friendship while
reading it
still
like
having fun with her? It's going fine now, but I'm worried it will be ruined because we're having too much fun. And when I find someone serious, how do I tell her she can't rub my butt anymore?
I'm sorry.
Ha ha.
What?
Basically,
Why did you just say haha like
And
that?
why did
because
you
it says
read it
ha
like
ha.
that?
You said
I literally hate the way you read that entire message.
Do you want me to reread it again?
no.
More intense?
No.
Hello, this is Kiana.
No.
You pause. You want me to keep
No.
I don't really know
don't
advice
know
for
what
that.
hands-on
I don't really know what
means.
she's even saying.
She's
She
saying,
has a friends with benefits with her friend.
yeah, and she's worried about no butt touches anymore.
I feel like that's just gonna get messy.
No matter what, friends with benefits is going to get messy unless you both have enough sexual trauma to where you can have sex without having any emotion involved.
Yeah. Communication. It's
People are
everything.
great. When I was in the sauna, I heard these 3 friends. They must have been like 25 or something talking. And one guy was saying that he's having sex with some girl whose boyfriend just got out of prison. Like, so while the guy was in prison, he was having sex with the girl. And then the girl was getting mad that the guy wasn't like courting her. And he's like, oh, I don't court girls who still have a boyfriend. Like,
But you them.
yeah, he's like, I court all the girls I'm having sex with, but not her because she has a boyfriend. I'm
Oh my
like,
God. The
how many
sauna.
people is he having sex
The
with?
men's sauna is so different than the women's sauna.
It's
Women
just such
do
a
not
range,
talk
it's
about
such a
that
range
stuff.
of people. Like you have the young guys who openly just like they like almost want people to hear that they're sleeping with like 10
Right.
people
They
at
do
once.
because
Right.
that's
Gross.
It's
Yeah.
their ego.
And then you have the old guys sitting there. You can tell they're just like, you're gonna learn one day.
Ew.
Right.
ew.
Why do they even talk in there?
There should be
I feel
no
like-
talking rule.
I feel like the men's sauna should have muzzles.
The worst is when a really old guy
Before they
who's
walk
naked,
in.
Yeah,
the worst
put
is
on
when
your
you
metal
walk in.
muzzle
This
so
is the
it
worst.
burns your mouth.
You walk in. There's one old guy naked, and they sit like this with their legs crossed, so you can't see their thing. And then they start trying to talk to you when you're the only, and you have to talk to them because otherwise
No,
you're
you
just
don't.
ignoring them.
You can just have your earbuds in and
You
be
know what I
like,
started
pretend you don't
doing?
hear
Another
them.
day
Close
being
your eyes.
grateful I'm a woman.
I meditate. I like close my eyes just so like people don't talk to me. And this is kind of up actually, but I was trying to just like meditate and focus because I like going in there to clear my mind. And I heard this guy like trying to like say something to me. I was like, I'm just gonna sit
Right.
here like I'm in like some deep.
I did that the
meditative
other
state.
day.
He doesn't know.
I did it the other day and I felt bad.
No, that's not
Yeah.
at
Just
all.
wear headphones.
Up
Wearing
at all.
headphones in the sauna, they
Don't
get
talk to
nasty.
me. Don't talk to me when I'm in public unless I make eye contact with you and smile at you.
Well, sometimes it's fun to like. I've talked to people in there. Sometimes it's
Same.
fun.
Unless
but
you recognize me, then you can come up to me.
Sometimes it makes it go by faster.
if it's 10 p.m. at night and you just did like a hard workout, you're drained and you just want to sit
Right.
there and think about nothing.
Yeah, and a man
Exactly.
sees, oh, a young, handsome man in here. I must unleash my wisdom onto him.
Well, it's never really wisdom. It's people talking about their like past achievements.
Yeah, that's what they
Right.
think wisdom
It's always
is.
a guy like one guy was like, yeah, I used to play in the NFL as like a third string, and now I'm like do nothing and like
Look at
live on
them
a
and
farm.
go,
And
I don't care.
it's always it would be one thing if it was like an actual conversation. They were like you were like exchanging ideas or something, but it's most of the time it's people talking about their accomplishments
God,
that they used to
women are
have.
so different. And whenever I'm having conversations with like women who are strangers, they never feel superficial like that. Like when I was at the vet in New York, I was talking to these 2 women that were in the like waiting area, and we started just talking about cats and like TNR, which is trap neuter release program that they do in their neighborhoods, and like it was just such good conversation we had with 2 complete strangers I will never see again.
I mean, when I'm in the sauna,
Well, men are definitely more openly ego
I have good conversations in the sauna. I don't have conversations like what you're
You know
saying.
what's weird is
It's
men.
different.
If I choose to talk.
I just don't look at people.
I feel like men get more ego driven when they're talking to other men rather than when they're talking to women.
Yeah, it's like a subtle trying to throw out your achievements to be like, look
why
what I
do they do
did.
that? Because only men care. Women as a whole don't really care about your achievements.
Well, it's because they're probably trying to like, they're doing this subconsciously most likely, but they're trying to like put themselves higher on the hierarchy than the person.
I know.
they're
I'm just like,
talking
why
to.
do men care so much about the approval of other men?
It's just subconscious.
Yeah, the patriarchy lives within everyone.
Well, it's just women have masculine qualities too. So there's some women who think the same way.
Well, yeah.
It depends. You can be a woman and have very masculine traits, or you can be a man and have very feminine traits.
I don't know what that has to do.
Some
with what
women
we're
are
saying.
very ego driven. Just the way it is.
I'm hungry.
You guys have any questions, leave a text message at the phone number in the description.
Hello, Sam. My name's Kaylee. I kind of had a question for... It's relationship advice. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I'm blanking. I don't know how to redo this. I'm so sorry. I take a... I think it's my dose of mood stabilizers. It's so like, oh my God, I'm blanking so hard. I don't... I'm so... if you're listening to this, my cats, Ziggy and Squid, also love you. Here, I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna rehearse. I'm gonna call back.
Okay, that was
Did she call
incredible.
back?
I don't know. That was pretty
That
funny.
was the most relatable thing I personally have ever heard. And I want to be friends with you.
Cory, did she call back? Because I want to know what she was.
That message was.
Now I want to know what she was.
You reminded me of Mom.
She has to rehearse. Me?
Because she said,
Yeah.
I don't remember what.
Oh, yeah. That part.
Hi guys, my name's Kaylee. My question for all of you was, when was the most lost or confused you've ever felt in your life? Was it, whether it be relationship-wise or career-wise, or you're just having a straight-up identity crisis and you're like, I don't know what's going on? I feel like I've had that before. I feel like even right now I have this familiar feeling and I don't really know what to do. I feel like I'm kind of going through the motions. Before, I just moved and it honestly fixed everything. I'm a Sagittarius, so I don't know if that kind of explains it. Anyways, I love you guys. My sister Erica also loves you guys. Bye.
Well, we love you, Kaylee, and we love you, Erica.
I love how she came back like not relationship question, completely different question.
Yeah, seriously.
And to answer your question, I'm going to say every single day of my life I feel
Yeah, I was
lost.
going to say, I think lost goes in and,
And
out.
I think everyone,
Yeah.
every human being feels lost.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like happiness where it's momentary. Like
Yeah.
it's fleeting. It comes in certain moments and it goes.
Yeah, part of
But
life.
it's also about like practicing mindfulness and presentness and how you choose to wire your brain and your mentality every single day, because it truly is an effort to like have the right mentality every single day. It's very easy to lose yourself to like depressive thought spirals or like I feel meaningless, I don't know what my purpose is. But it's all just about, for me at least, being in the moment and taking care of myself, doing what I need for myself in that moment.
I think life exists almost as like chapters of a book, and the chaotic moments where you feel that way are probably transitions between different chapters.
I agree.
So rather than being like you feel lost and confused, but you almost need to take it as a sign that you're kind of transitioning into the next chapter, and
Yeah,
then
that's a good thing.
embrace it
I
with
feel
open
like
arms.
people always use lost and confused as like negative things,
Yeah.
but they can be very positive things because you're not always going to know what's going on. You're not always going to feel great. That's literally just existing as a human. You're going to have ups and downs and days where you're really confused and you feel like I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. And then a week later, you're riding
Yeah.
a high.
You can take it as an opportunity to sort of build something new.
Yeah, I think as long as you don't let it get past a certain point where you're like super like sad, or like just try to stay balanced with it, because it's always going to be up and down.
Take care of yourself. And my advice, even though I don't even think she was asking for advice, is to just spend time with yourself and get to know yourself and what you like and what fuels you and feeds your soul and actually makes you feel like you, and get in tune and in touch with yourself, because that's the best thing you can do for yourself to find your own happiness.
When I feel like that and I start to feel that coming on, I just go to the gym or walk or work out or do something.
That's a perfect
Seriously, it
example
clears my mind.
of you're
Yeah.
doing what works for you. For me, it's like reading or doing something art related. It's usually doing something art related because I can lose myself
And
in
that.
that. So,
But physically, I think working out's like
but I always feel lost. I think every single person does. It's a very human thing, and we all go through it. And the most important thing is to know that you're not alone. Everyone feels it. Even the people you look at and think they have it together, they still feel it too.
yeah. Claudia's not lost. Claudia's found.
zoning out, thinking about food.
Claudia's
No,
thing to make her not feel lost is food.
I don't feel lost anymore in life. I'm found.
She's a
because
lot going
it's
on.
because you're in a chapter now. You're like in the middle of one.
Yeah,
So
but
it's, you have a vision. So you feel lost.
Yeah, but I
when
never
you-
felt negativity with like when I ended a long relationship. Like I was trying to think like, did I feel lost after that? And I was like, no, I
I feel like
didn't.
Claudia's always been the type of person who's known what she wants.
Yeah, but not even that. It wasn't a lost feeling. It was more like you're free. Like if you have nothing,
Right.
you're not tied to anything. Like you have freedom. Like it's more exciting to figure out what's going to come next.
Did you feel that at all when you transitioned from nursing to making content?
No, I just
how I
see,
felt
I think
too.
she's looking at it
I just
in a
take it.
positive
You
way.
take it
It's
one
the
day at
same
a time
thing.
and know you.
But her saying free it's like the opposite of lost. So it's like right there, the mindset is different. She just turns it
in
around.
a sense, it's the same thing. It's just how you perceive it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
And it's, like,
perceive
more
it as free.
If you feel lost, think of it as an exciting thing. You have so much that could happen that you just don't even know yet.
And I heard this in a in the book Law of Attraction, but I really like it, and I've been thinking about this every day since, that I use every day as like I'm collecting data of what I like and what I don't like. So like new experiences. Oh, did I like this? Did I not like this? I feel like for someone who doesn't exactly know what they want, you kind of viewing every day as like an opportunity to learn things about yourself is a good mentality to have, for me at least.
Yeah. Also, you're really young in your 20s is the time to do that.
Exactly.
So
You're
you have
also
a lot
supposed
of
to feel
time left.
lost at that time. You're not supposed to know
be kind
everything.
to yourself. That's my number one piece of advice.
Definitely.
Yeah. Maybe see it as freedom, like Claude. So that's a good
I like that way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Okay. On that note,
Peace and blessings.
thanks for watching and listening, guys. See you next time.
Bye. Oh, yeah.
Merry Christmas.
I did earlier. Yeah. Send messages to the phone number in the description so we can answer your questions. Thank you.